Hey folks, hope you're doing good today. Now, because we haven't had too many priority subs this week, I'm about to dig in the queue and pull out some of the bands that I've added to the queue and that I want to see on the channel and the kind of music that I really, really love. And even if I say so myself, the last couple of shows, because of that, have been absolutely 10 out of 10. The bands that we've had in the last few shows have been so amazing. Instant fan of all of them. Now, the two bands that we've got on today, we've actually had on the channel before, but we've not had them in doing this kind of music. The first band, Agent Mulder, we had in the grindcore day initially. Well, this track's a bit grindy, but it's also not that. It's got big post-rock, post-metal, atmospheric, drawn-out sections in it. And then the other track with Crossbringer, they're a very blackened, chaotic, noisy band. And again, their track, big and long, it's a 9-minute track. And it's got some real drawn-out, atmospheric, nice sections in there as well. So really going to be quality music today, but not necessarily what you'd expect from these bands if you've heard some of their other music. So we'll get straight into the music. I'll shut up. This is Agent Mulder. The track is Something Tells Me We Aren't Getting Out of Here Alive, and it's got an official vid to it. So yeah, as I say, we first checked these guys out in a grindcore day, and they were very noisy and grindy, but see this one, it's quite different. Great sound. stereo. There's parts of this song that are wide, and there's parts of this song that are, like this, that aren't very wide at all. So you get a different kind of sound coming across your ears at different times in the music. Dope. See now it's much wider. Yeah, cool. Amazing. Loved it. A totally not different, but way more going on than what we saw in the first track that we checked out, which was very grindy and chaotic. These guys have really brought it with this one, I think, because it moves into those more post-metally, post-rocky, atmospheric, tremmy riff, loads of reverb, great drumming, ghost notes and stuff like that. Just brings a whole different vibe to the music, spatial vibe. And I say there's areas in the music where it's really not very wide and the sound kind of draws in, and then it widens back out for the choruses or just a different section or something like that, and that moves the sound across your ears in a different way. It sounds really dope. It kind of just washes over you, the sound does. Really nice, great sound. I love the distortion and the effects on the vocal as well, the way that sits it in the mix and gives it a dirty, noisy, muddy sound. Sounded absolutely great. So yeah, these are a kick-ass band. I watched their live set as well on the Mathcore Index just the other week. That was super dope as well. So yeah, what a kick-ass band. Another Canadian band for us as well. Tell you, I'm quite jealous of the Canadian scene because so many kick-ass, chaotic, hardcore, death bands and grindcore bands come out of that area. Ontario area is just extreme metal to the max. Love it. Right, let's check out this next track, and this is a long one, 8.5 minutes long, but it's going to be worth every second of your time because this track sounds absolutely amazing. This is Crossbringer and Treha Sektori. The track is called Masked God. The last track we checked out of Crossbringer was absolutely amazing, loved it. Blackened, really noisy, really loud, distorted, lots of distortion on the vocal as well. But as I say, this one breaks out very much into some post-rock and post-metal stuff as well. So, love it. Here we go. tingles up the spine. Amazing. Yeah. Amazing. So amazing. And not even joking. Yeah, that is the end of the track. Just making sure that's the end of the track. I'll quickly give it this. Get your head chopped off. Superb for some reason. But man, not even joking when I say that is one of the coolest, most atmospheric, most nice sounding to the ears, with the cool, chaotic, blackened edge that just came in out of nowhere, but just was amazing, orgasmic. It's one of the coolest tracks I've ever heard in my life. I mean, it's got 551 views and the guy's got 49 subscribers. No shit, that is just absolutely 10 out of 10, 11 out of 10 music. There's nothing they could have done to that to make it sound any better or any cooler. The amount of warmth and reverb and just great sound, vocal tone, it was in the intro and outro there. It was just absolutely amazing, sounded perfect. Came across the ear with just such a nice tone. I was totally lost in it. And then when it came in with that chaotic black and stuff, man, I was just like instant music boner. And it just sounded so amazing. The energy was so amazing. And it was inspiring for me because I've done atmospheric music and I've done chaotic music, but I've never blended the two together. I've always kept them separate. You know, if I'm doing an atmospheric album, I'm doing a whole album of just atmospheric music like I've just put out this week. Although there is a bit of a blast beaty black section in there, but I've never done a track, really, a long track where you have real atmospheric stuff and then into some real blasting, blackened, high tempo, high distortion music. And this stuff has really inspired me in that way. So my next track's probably going to be atmospheric and then grindy, and then back to atmospheric, because man, what a great formula to have. It sounded so great, and I think they did it absolutely perfectly in this. The sound came across the ears so great, the energy came across the ears so great, and I just got totally lost in the music. 10 out of 10, amazing. And Agent Mulder absolutely kicked ass as well. So there you go. That's what happens when I get a chance to pull the kind of bands that I want to hear out the queue. You know, we get some real kind of just amazing bands on the channel, because these bands are out there. They've only got 50 odd subscribers and they're just totally going under the radar. And imagine a track this amazing, an 8.5 minute masterpiece, audio masterpiece, and only 551 people have heard it, and it's just totally gone under the radar. It makes me sick. That's why I'm doing this show, so hopefully, you know, the show can get bigger, and when a band like this comes on the channel, thousands of people will hear them and know about it and know just how great these bands are and how great the music that they're producing is. Because if you're into mainstream music, you'll never come across this band. You'll never come across this kind of music even. And, you know, you might think, well, I know bands, I know music because I follow hundreds of bands, but they're all mainstream. And this kind of stuff is passing you by. I say, I'm not even joking when I say this is one of the best tracks I've ever heard in my life. There's nothing, it's perfection. It's a masterpiece. You know, that is as good as it gets. That's as good as this kind of music would ever be able to get, because it just sounds like perfection to me. Amazing. Hope you've enjoyed that, guys. If you're in the bands, I hope you've enjoyed me gushing over your music as well, because yeah, you're just amazing. So keep sending in your music, please, so we can keep checking it out on the channel, because if I could just check out bands like this every day, man, I'd just be in cloud nine. And there are enough bands like this out there to keep checking them out every day. So there you go. Hope you've had a good one, guys. Having a good weekend and all that jazz. We'll see you around tomorrow. Bye.